Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nago Tarot Odyssey. I apologize for the delay. Sometimes I have extra videos in the tank to put up when I have busier days, and I didn't have an extra one, so I just got home and realized that I hadn't uploaded. So I thought, let's go with calm, cool, and collected energy that is very soothing and very restful. Because I love this. One of my favorite words is soothed. Soothed, contentment, and aligned are some of my favorite words out there for sure. So may you settle gently even as the wave breaks above. So to me, that definitely says, hey, I'm going to recognize the environment I'm in, how it affects me, and if there's like things that are positive, I'm going to draw them in and fuel myself with that beautiful energy, whether it's laughter. Like I saw the most spectacularly hilarious and strange thing today. I was in Target and I just noticed this lady, and I thought as a joke she had whacked on like a doll's wig. It was really acrylic-y and shiny and strange looking, and like a crazy hat for Halloween. Oh no, this was like really happening, and it got even more bizarre, and I was like so entertained by it. So she had a full diaper bag, diapers, bottles, all of this. But no, not for a living human child, for a doll she had in the cart. And the doll was like her baby. And I thought it was just one of those things, like I felt like I was in a film and I was looking at this and witnessing that. And then I thought too, like, how wonderful though that we can just be in whatever kind of orbit we want in life, right? We are allowed to do whatever, be as out there, fun, frolicking, dreamy, otherworldly, whatever it is, wherever we are. And so whatever is going on around us, it could be traffic and honking and people being aggressive. We can just tap out. We can listen to a podcast. We can be rested. We can fuel ourselves with things that make us feel aligned with higher vibrational energy, right? To feel good. Like soothing to me is something that just makes us feel restful, something that makes us feel grounded, brings us contentment. It is the absence of anger, pushing, or any kind of like aggression, like whatsoever. It's just, it is just a peaceful arena to operate in. And a lot of us have some really great soothing mechanisms too. I love tapping. I'm such a fan of tapping, just like on your forehead really lightly with your fingers, tapping your temples, being aware of what's around you. Usually I choose like the most beautiful thing. If something I need soothing, I'll look at the most beautiful thing. I'm in traffic. I'll look for like sunflowers. I'll look for birds, people walking, dogs, all those things that soothe us. I also like to just go, like I'd say out loud, and right away my brain hears that and it's like, oh, I'm relaxed. I'm chill wherever I am. So soothing yourself, which brings us into faith. May trust steady your fears. So oftentimes when we go out of our comfort zone, what's the first thing that comes in? A little bit of fear, right? A little bit of anxiety. Like, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be capable? Am I going to fit in? Whatever it is, those questions. But I was like, I have faith in the fact that things are going to turn out in my benefit, in my family's benefit, in my friendship, in my professional sphere, all of this. And when I have faith of that, I get more optimism. It opens the door. Each door opens. Faith opens to optimism, opens to hope, to, transcendence, to, it just keeps going where when we feel like we're not going to fail, be rejected, or our problems, we act entirely different, right? The confidence factor, how we voice ourselves, how we stand up for ourselves and our boundaries, it comes across much differently when we have faith in a scenario. So say, I have faith, and it does steady your fear. So sometimes just affirming things for yourself, saying, this is going to work out beautifully. Like, I'm capable, I'm a good speaker, I can do what I need to do. Whether you're driving, if that's an issue, like I'm an excellent driver. There are signs and indicators everywhere that help everybody else navigate beautifully so I can get to point A to B safely, whatever it is. Having faith and creating that proof loop of, if I do this, like A to B, if I eat well, I'm going to feel good, and my brain's going to be, a little more sterling behavior and do what I need it to do. I'll go to sleep at a reasonable time, so I get, a good 7-8 hours, so I feel good the next day, all of that. And it's very restorative too. And when we have faith with this, feeling soothed and feeling calm, that is a lovely way to set yourself up for success, because when you're peaceful like that, the world seems very welcoming, right? Our family seems very welcoming. Our creative endeavors seem very doable, and it depressurizes everything so beautifully, which brings us in to imagine. May you look beyond what can be seen. This is where a lot of people that are authors, a lot of people that are, you know, that make movies, movers and shakers and creatives. You think outside the box. You don't think practicality, and that's why I love my formats and a lot of things that I do, life coaching and other things. Is I like unorthodox approaches because they should be individual. Each person resonates and fits with somebody else's kind of like cool concept of something because it is individual. I don't like cookie cutter anything. It kind of freaks me out. I like individuality, and I feel like if you can imagine it, you can really put things into play that make your dreams come true. But we got to remember, it's that first step, the tentative first step. Remove the fears and doubts and all of that and say, you know what, I can study anything. I can learn anything. I can ascend and achieve. I can do all this. It doesn't have to be overnight. It does not have to be perfect. Whatever I want to do, first, hey, if I have a notebook, that's the beginning to my book, right? If I have pen and paper, and I love to reaffirm things we want to do through writing as well, because it's showing the universe, hey, here's my love letter to you. This is what I'd like to happen, but I'm also affirming in myself it's important enough to me to write it down. And it kind of like puts the exclamation point on it, like, yes, I'm going to do this. And there's so much, that's just multi-layered and ethereal that we can't see. But everything is energy. And it was so crazy. I had this great conversation with Joni and Ian yesterday, how sound just comes through the way that air reacts. When you think about it, somebody blowing on a trumpet, that's air. That's how air is compressed and released. Because Ian has these compressors, air compressors at his work that are so loud. We literally had like a 20-minute conversation about how air can just like think of a jet engine. That's air traveling through this. So sound and all of these neat things. It's just one of those things that when we understand new concepts of things and we're more expansive, we see the possibility in so much. We see the possibility in our dreams, ourselves, where we want to go. And even if we haven't been there, we know that we can get there, So imagine, it doesn't have to be right there in black and white. That's what the imagination is for. That's why I also like having pen and paper by your bed right when your body relaxes, right before you go to sleep. Don't you come up with some fantastic concepts and solutions because you're now relaxed and you're not preoccupied with anything else. So things just go boop, solution, boop, great idea, boop, this and that. So I love that phone too. Just pick up your phone, give yourself an audio message. Hey, I had this great idea, how to fix this, do this. And it's lovely how our mind works through all of these things. Then when we're at peace, it's like, oh, here we go. Here's a whole Rolodex of ideas, which is nice. So my beauties, that is what you are meant to hear today. I hope you are feeling soothed and calm as well. I hope you all have a great evening. Love and light.